Here's Andy Lynch, gets the ball back, short ball, looking for Westerman, try for Hull, goes down the short side, gets the ball away brilliantly.
What a try! Absolutely, that's what he should have done before.
Great chip over the top.
Is he going to get there?
Manu! Houghton then gives it to Jeremiah, short ball, Manu, ball inside.
76 is something that plays on your mind, but I actually find it, me personally, easier to get on with life when it's like that. If you lose by 2 or 4, 6 points, you're thinking about other things that you should have done. But obviously, when it's 76, you've done a lot wrong. So I find it easy to put to bed, and it's definitely not us. And you'll see a response from us this week.
I think the scoreline was tough on us. I think our players, they didn't give up, but they just finished up overcooking a few things, and when you get behind by so much, you try a few things that you shouldn't try, and the scoreboard just blew out because of that. And it's a case of, unfortunately, it was a bad result, but there's some things there that I can pull out early from that game that we can say you can do this, and you're a chance of beating the Catalans, and if you do this right, well, you'll be able to stop this team.
Up against the wall all year, do you think that's maybe the release and that sort of changed the mindset of it going into the whole game?
Maybe subconsciously, I don't know, but definitely not. We, every week we try to go out and play our best, and 76 is not acceptable. And obviously it would have been some very unhappy fans the other day, and obviously the coaching staff went to Rugby. So you'll see a response this week, no matter what. Obviously I can't predict the scoreline, but hopefully, we'll get the win, and hopefully Salford do us a favour on Saturday night as well.
It's a great record that the Bulls have over in France. I think it's the best in the Super League. Is that something that you can sort of use?
Not really. The stats are what they are. They're history, aren't they? And let's hope that continues, that stat. But that won't mean anything for the players. It's the effort they put in, and it'll be the execution of their play that'll mean something.
After all that turmoil, is it any sort of relief? It's right at the end of the season, almost at the end of the campaign. Is it still a relief to get someone who's come forward and said they're going to own the club?
Yeah, it is. It's good for the city. It's good for the fans, and it's a step in the right direction. Now the hard work starts as far as trying to rebuild the club, and we're still yet to find out whether we're in Championship or in Super League. And I'm hoping they're going to be in Super League, and I'm hoping that the club can move forward with retaining some of the players they want to retain, and some of the staff they want to retain. You've
come through maybe a tough period as a player in your last season, with all the things surrounding Bradford. Has that had anything to do with your decision?
No, this year had no bearing on what. If I decided to play on, I would love to stay here, but it had no bearing on what's happened this year. I just think it's the right time for me. My body, my mind is telling me it's time to move on, and I'm comfortable with it.
His longevity as far as his playing career and what he's done over here has been fantastic, as far as being the longest serving Australia player in Super League, I think. And he's quite enjoyed his time. He's added some real value. He knows the game. He's a smart player, and he's got good speed, and his talk and his kicking game is probably one of the best in Super League. And he can leave a legacy to say, well, I think he's helped bring Super League, lift the level, if you like, over the years. And he's realised it's time for him to move on and go back to Australia and take his young family back there, and they'll love it when they get back.
Potentially your last game, but how much would it mean in your last season in English Super League to go on into those playoffs?
Oh, definitely. Once you get to the playoffs, it's anyone's game. Obviously, traditionally the top two teams normally fight out the Super League Grand Final, but once you get into the semis, it's a whole new ball game, and you just take it each week. And momentum's a funny thing in sport, and especially rugby league. If you can get the momentum, I think you can achieve anything.